Are you thinking about building a new home in Colorado? Today I'm going to be talking about the tips and tricks that you should know when talking to builders here in the state of Colorado. Let's get started. Hi there, Christy Lee here, and I am a local real estate agent in the state of Colorado. If you're new to my channel, all of my content is based to help you move to Colorado, my favorite places to live, to visit, to take your kiddos. If that's something that interests you, please click that subscribe button right there. That way you are notified every time I have a new video. Now, as much as I love making these videos for you, I love helping you more. So please reach out to me anytime. My information is right there. I am here to answer any questions or help you move to the state of Colorado. All right, so today I'm going to be talking about new builds here up and down the I-25 corridor, or the Denver metro area, I should say. I work a lot with builders. And, you know, it's funny because if you would have asked me the same question maybe 6-8 months ago, builders were completely different back then. They didn't need realtors. And in fact, they barely had any inventory. And there was usually some sort of wait list or lottery system in order for buyers to even get into those communities because they just didn't have anything available. They could really ask whatever they wanted because the market was just going crazy and the prices were just skyrocketing. Well, now we're in September 2022 and things are changing. Builders are reaching out to realtors because they now need us. They need us to bring buyers there. But that being said, there are still things that as a buyer, you need to know when working with builders that a lot of people just don't think about. Now, the first thing is whether or not you need an agent or not. Well, I mean, in all reality, you could walk right into a sales office and talk to the salesperson sitting right there. They are going to be extremely helpful, obviously, because they want to make a sale. But I will say that they're only going to be working for the builder. So when they're going over the contracts, when they're going over the building process, their obviously main concern is supporting their employer, the builder. Now, whether or not you want an agent or not is a whole different story, but the purpose of having a real estate agent on your side is to protect you and protect your rights within the contract. That is why we are there. You don't pay us a single dime. We're there to advocate for you because there's a lot of things that happen during the building process that a lot of people just don't think about, and builders are obviously not going to tell you. So having a real estate agent there to advocate for you, especially when things go wrong, when things take too long, somebody, especially, this is a big one, especially for a lot of clients who are moving from out of state. You guys can't watch your house being built. For the most part, you guys are out of state, you know, doing your own thing and not even moving here yet. Having somebody here physically to go look at your place on a weekly basis, make sure that it's being built correctly, make sure that everything is staying on time, and then making sure that everything that you have asked for in your house is being taken care of. That is what our job is, to actively go take a look and make sure everything is there correctly. And if it's not, to fix it and advocate for you to fix it while you are still somewhere else living your own life and haven't moved here yet. Now, when you're building a new home, one of the biggest tips I will say is take a lot of notes, or at least hold on to the contract. Don't lose it. When you go to the design center, make sure you know what you're upgrading to or what you're purchasing, what you're supposed to have in the house. If you've bought in a spec home, make sure you get everything printed out on what's supposed to be in this house. Now, I have found over time and working with a lot of builders, things do get missed, right? You know, it's human error. There's a lot of things going on. There's a lot of problems with trades and not getting, you know, materials and this and that into the house. So please make sure you are making sure you have everything in front of you. You know what you've purchased. I personally have somebody right now who knows for a fact they put ceiling fans in a couple rooms. Well, we just walked the property right now and there's no ceiling fans. I mean, granted, we're still under, frame, so there's plenty of time to add this. But they asked for ceiling fans and the pre-wire is not there yet. That is what's very important. Another thing, when you're walking through, they put, electrical boxes in really strange areas, like the outlets, like things that should be like directly above a bed. Well, that doesn't make any sense, but in the builder's mind, that's where your TV is going to be. And we're just like, that doesn't make sense. Can you move it down or move it across the room? Just little things like that. Please make sure you are paying attention to what color tile and carpet and flooring, things like that are going into your house, because once that starts being laid and you notice that things are missing, it's a wrong color, that's what, you need to make sure everything's there. And that's also what you need to bring up to the builder. That's what you need to bring up to your real estate agent to make sure it's corrected prior to closing. Another thing that I think is extremely important, which a lot of people just don't think about, is having a pre-inspection walk prior to closing by a third party. So the reason I say this, and a lot of people, and I'm guilty of it as well when I first was building my own houses years ago, that the builders doing their inspection and you just trust them, right? You just trust that whatever they say, it's built good and you don't need to do anything else. Well, I have been through a lot of builds with clients and we've done third-party inspections, and there's a lot of things that have came up. Things on the roof that you can't physically see, things on the siding that aren't appropriately attached, wrong size AC units and furnace units were installed, sewer lines that have been clogged underneath. These things are major issues, but you would not know unless you had a third-party inspection. And so I highly recommend always getting this done. So you're gonna have a walkthrough about a week prior to your actual closing. So your inspection, your third-party inspection, should be scheduled probably about a week prior to even that. Your inspector and your sewer scope inspector will go out, they'll do their thing, and they'll give you a report. Now that report you can use to give to the builder and say, hey, these are the things that I actually want to be fixed as well. And so they will go in and they'll obviously fix. So once you go to your walk a week before closing, those items should be fixed. And if not, they do need to be taken into account that they will be fixed prior to closing. But it's just things that builders are working for the builders. They're not working for you. The third-party inspection is making sure they're working for you and that the house is being built correctly. And then if it's not, then they'll let us know and then we bring it back to the builder. Lastly is be prepared for stuff to happen. Be prepared post-closing for you to still be dealing with your builder. Maybe there was something that it didn't get done prior to closing, but they were guaranteeing you that it's going to be done. Maybe there's something in your warranty that needs to be fixed post-closing and it hasn't been done yet and they're kind of giving you the runaround. This is typical. Almost every single builder will do this. And honestly, you have to just stay on them. Be diligent, get together with your neighbors, because there will be things that go wrong. And I will promise you, me personally, with the builder that I live with, just with landscaping, they did a shitty job, and I'm not even gonna lie about that. And they, after a runaround of essentially 2 years, we finally are just like, whatever, we'll do it ourselves, because what they were giving us was dead trees and blah, blah, blah. So just kind of mentally prepare yourself that they're not working for you. They honestly could care less. They just want to build the product and move on. So, make sure you get the best that you can out of the house prior to closing. Make sure all the things that have been inspected by your third party have been fixed, because those are going to be your big items that, I guarantee you the builder wouldn't have fixed unless we brought it to their attention. And then just note that you always have some sort of warranty you know, with the new build, you'll always have some, you know, it's usually 2, 3, and 10-year kind of warranty, but stick on them. Like, be diligent, make sure that those things are being taken care of, because once you've closed, then they kind of like push you aside. I am by no means saying that they won't be taken care of. They're just not going to be your first priority. So do mentally make sure that you are prepared for that, just because it is frustrating. But the more people that are yelling, so if you have a lot of neighbors who are going through the same thing, get together and go at it together. That's my best advice to you. Overall though, a new build, especially in Colorado, you know, there's a lot of great things going on. There's new builds going all over the place, and they're really, really wanting buyers. So they're coming down in price, which is amazing for buyers. So take advantage of that. I mean, you could get probably, you know, a great deal right now. I just got under contract $80,000 less than they're asking with a new build. They really want buyers. They need buyers right now. So, you know, reach out to me, reach out to another real estate agent, try to get into see these new homes and see what you can do, because they are great options. They are brand new. They do come with warranties, but do make sure you do your due diligence, keep your notes, get a third-party inspection, because it is a process and it does take a long time typically, unless you're buying something that's already going to be, you know, built in about a month or so. But so it does take mentally a lot out of you if you're not prepared. So reach out to me anytime if you have any questions. Remember to click that subscribe button right there. That way you are notified every time I have a new video. And then to the next video, take care.